Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Baby, they executed that boy. That's what they did. They executed him. They let loose on him as soon as he opened up that door. He didn't pull the gun out on them. He didn't act like he was finna shoot them. It was on his side.
That was involved in that shooting has been put on administrative leave.
Because, baby, you can have your gun in Florida. Just like you can have your gun here in Georgia. And we should not get shot and killed because we got it in our hands. You said we can have it. So why you gonna kill us for having it?
It's been on my mind heavy all night that Andre was shot. Because it don't seem real. And I just don't want to believe that it was him.
We were at the funeral for U.S. Airman Roger Fortson here in DeKalb County this past May after he was shot and killed by a deputy in Florida. During that funeral, Andre Fortson sat in the front row and stood on stage as his brother was remembered.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PEACHY Tea Time. PEACHY Tea Time. Tune in on PEACHY Tea Time. PEACHY Tea Time. Come join us on PEACHY Tea Time. PEACHY Tea Time. Join us on PEACHY Tea Time. PEACHY Tea Time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform to where it's a plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, they'll best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm gonna say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody gonna clean it up.
What up? What up? What up, y'all? You know, it's always something. It's always something over here on PEACHY. I try to get stuff together, always at the last minute. And I'm still sharing. I am still sharing. Hello, everybody. Hey, y'all. What's goody, baby? What's goody in your city? Baby, it's goody over here on my block, okay? On my block. I ain't saying my city. I ain't saying my state. I just said over here on my block. We good. We good. For now. And I pray forever. I pray forever. But thank y'all for coming. If this is your first time here, baby, my name is the Missus, baby. The Missus with the kisses. Mwah. But you can call me Miss Peachy. You can call me Miss Peachy. That's what everybody call me. Welcome to PEACHY Tea Time. This is Peachy News Edition, where we have the families come on. They tell their loved one's story on how they was murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, the police. Yeah, the police. That's what we're talking about tonight. And the streets tonight. We're talking about both of them tonight. We also do missing person cases, and we also do side cases just as well. So this is every single Wednesday. My show airs on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Saturdays. But Wednesdays is always dedicated to the families. Unless me and my co-host Jason, okay, Jason, my Wednesday night calls, I need him here. He gotta be here. Okay. So unless me and Jason be like, okay, You know, let's just do us for this Wednesday. You know, that'll be the only time. We also have a counselor. Yes, we now have a counselor. Her name is Charlotte. You guys will see her on tonight just as well. If you've been watching for the last few weeks, month now, you have seen her. You all love her just as well. She does an awesome job. This family that's coming on tonight, y'all, it hit a little different for me. It hit a little different for me. It's gonna hit a little different for y'all just as well. But we have them here. This was a nationwide story just as well. So I want y'all to please share this video. The story needs to get out even more than what it has. So I am going to bring up my Wednesday night co-host Jason first. Jason.
Yeah. What up? What up? What up? What up? How you doing?
What it do?
Good,
How
good.
are you, Jason?
I'm well. Thank you for asking. I am kind of concerned about y'all down there, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a
Yeah.
whole hurricane on the way. You know what I mean?
Yes. Even our guest is from here. I don't do a lot of shows with families from Georgia. I just started tapping into Georgia a lot as far as having the families on and doing news broadcasting clips because we cover everywhere. We cover everywhere in the United States. But yes, Jason, I even messaged Mika, our guest. I messaged her earlier today and I said, if you want to reschedule, we
Right.
go ahead and reschedule. The rain is coming down. It's thundering, lightning, all of that. It has actually slicked up a little bit since I hit go live.
There you
Because
go.
God don't play about us.
That part. Slow it down. Let the internet thrive right now. We gotta let the internet thrive right now so we can tell this story. You heard? First and foremost,
Yeah.
man, I want to say what up though to everybody. Carmen in the building. We see you. Hello. How
Hey,
you doing?
Carmen.
We also see Cynthia in the building, right? And Miss Fortson. I think that's how we say that on. I can't say the first name, and I'm not about to butcher it on this platform.
Mika.
You hear me? Mika.
Mika.
Got you.
Oh, no, you talking about, okay.
No. She in
It's
the chat.
three Zenda. Three Zenda.
Three
Or
Zenda.
Thrizenda. Let's say
See,
Thrizenda.
that's why I ain't want to try to butcher it. You feel me?
I'm big on names, though. I'm big on names. People used to mess my name up all the time. So I like to say names.
That
I like
part.
to
We
say
know
names.
and we see you. So before we hop into everything and then all of the letting the family, you know, be a part of this process, talk about, say the name of this young man and tell his story so you all can be, you know, hooked and tapped in and help along for whatever help is needed. We want to say, make sure that you guys all hit that like button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the heart button. And also make sure you hit that share button if you're on any other platforms. I know we're streaming on multiple platforms right now, so I want to make sure that I acknowledge all of you that are in those spaces. We say thank you for being here tonight. Also, hit that bell notification so when we go live with another family, you don't miss what's going on with them, and also sending them love as well. Now, if you guys want to watch this on a bigger television or a bigger platform, not platform, but a bigger device, you can go ahead and watch this on Roku TV. That's right, we are on Roku TV. So how you search for Hulu, Paramount, any of those kind of programs, you're going to search for Peachy Tea Time the exact same way. That's Peachy Tea Time, and time spelled with the YTYME. So then that way you don't have to watch this on either Twitch or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. We can watch this on you can watch this on your television as well. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Share this out to a few friends, as well as upload it or download it onto your Roku device. You heard?
All right. I guess that's my cue. That's my
That's your
cue.
cue. We bring it back, and we bring it back to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm actually in the middle of sharing. I'm
That part.
actually in the middle of sharing. If y'all could please share this video right now, please go and share it. Please go and share it. This is an important story. This story needs to be heard, even more than what has been heard. And it's I want to say a tragedy, but then again, it's a senseless tragedy that didn't have to be happen. And it just bothers me and hurt my soul, especially. And it takes nothing away from people that got girls out there. But this story is for everybody. Don't get me wrong. It's for everybody, Jason.
Yeah.
But I really want people to tap in that has young men, young boys that's out there. It's scary, Jason. It's scary for y'all. And you ain't even young. I mean, you young. Don't get me wrong. Don't get into it. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to do you like that. You young in spirit. You young in spirit.
Threw me under that whole bus right there. I felt all 18 wheels. You hear me?
James, I am so sorry. I did not mean that like that. But you understand what I'm saying, though.
I do 100% because I know the sentiment that you're putting out there, and it's important that everyone feels like loved, and I think that this young man had that kind of sentiment, like above and beyond, abundantly. You know what I'm saying? But we want to make sure that everyone is receiving that same type of love from whether it's kinfolk or people that just are around you. And I think we lost that, or we're starting to lose that overall feeling. So I want everyone to connect with this. So I get what you're saying.
Thank you. So I really hope you all tune in the entire show. I really hope and pray that y'all share this video just as well. But we about to get into it, Jason. I got my unapologetic shirt on tonight.
T-shirt on, yeah.
Yeah, I got it on tonight. I ain't playing no games. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started. Charlotte, if you can hear me, something's going on with your device. I don't see your picture. Go ahead.
All y'all are in Georgia, so I mean,
yeah.
Internet.
Every last one of us is in Georgia tonight, except for Jason. So y'all, please bear with us tonight. The weather isn't the best, but we're gonna continue on because at the end of the day, when guys say do something, you got to do it.
That's right.
Hands down.
That's right.
And he gonna make sure everything go the way it's supposed to go when he got his hands all in it. So let's go ahead and get started. When Charlotte is able to come up, I bring her up when I see her down there. So we are about to go to Miss Raven. We are about to bring up Miss Raven. I see you down there, girl. I see you. Here come Miss Raven.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Raven. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you guys? I know y'all have the bad weather. I'm in LA, so.
Oh, shoot. Girl, you down there with the good weather.
Yeah. We're not having
Raven.
no rain. I pray for y'all.
I'm telling you now. I really hope that you like me after this show. I hope that we can remain friends because I need to come to LA one day. That's like my goal. That's like on my bucket list. I just need to be in LA just one good time, Jason. One good time. Even if Jason came with me, Jason would be like, who the hell? You just changed all of a sudden.
Good weather have you acting brand new. You hear me?
Down it. So what's the weather like down there, Raven? We gotta know.
It's not raining. It's like 70s, which to me is still cold, but it's not bad.
Oh, she said 70 is cold. God bless her heart. Jason probably about to get mad that you said that. Jason, tell her and everybody else where you are at right now.
I get it. I'm in Minnesota, so it makes a little bit difference. You know.
So she said, "Oh,
yeah, fall is on. Fall is here. Fall
very
is
cold.
Here. 50-degree mornings, 60-degree nights. It's here.
Yeah. See, Jason gets snowed in. He gets snowed in. You know, but Jason still come on PEACHY time and do his thing, even with snow, rain, sleet. It don't matter. He's there. He is there. All right, Raven. You gotta tell us. You have to tell us, Raven. What is your relation to the ones that we lost? The ones
so
that
Roger.
Roger's my
brother.
And Andre.
Roger's my brother. We have the same father. And then Andre, he's basically my brother because Roger's my brother. So yeah.
Okay. Now I know that this is a very, very hard time for you tonight. But please tell us one of your fondest memories. your fondest memories of your brothers. Cause that's what
Um,
they are. We just gonna call them your brother. They your brothers.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would say my fondest memory with Roger would be when we went out when he came to LA. When we went out, he was just so happy to be
Even
here.
he made it to LA, y'all.
He
Even
was
he
just
made it to LA. Shout out. Oh no, not Boo. Again, shout out to Roger for making it to LA before
yeah.
Miss Peach. Go
And we
ahead.
were
Yeah, I'm gonna say it
I
before
was
Miss
just
Peach.
dragging him all around the city. So, but he was with everything. He was just like, I just want to see it. So he was just happy to be there. So that was one of my fondest memories with him. And then I would say when I went to Atlanta and I had met Andre, and Andre wanted to drive Roger's car, and Roger let him drive to the store. And I think he took Harmony with him, but he was like, I want to drive. Roger was like, don't hit nothing in my car. So that was like one of my fondest memories, just seeing them together, how they interacted, how Roger was as a brother to all of his siblings.
Now, are you older than both?
Yeah, I'm 29.
You're 29. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Well, we are about to bring up Mika, Harmony, Kayla, and I think Maurice may be coming up as well. If he ain't, he coming up later. All right, y'all. Let's bring him up. Mika,
Hey.
look, Mika, I told you was gonna smile tonight. Look, Jason, you didn't make it on in time. We said we are gonna give hearts tonight. We giving hearts. We giving hearts tonight. We giving hearts. Hey y'all, thank y'all so much for coming tonight. You have a total of 3 people in your camera. So we have to make sure that we introduce everybody that's up there by name so that everybody be able to know who's speaking and who's who. So Mika, no, Mika, we're gonna save you for last. We're gonna save you for last. Because I got something special. I got something special to say about Mika. So let's start with my new friend Harmony. My new friend Harmony. And she's smart, y'all. She's so smart. But hey, Harmony.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing
Yeah,
good.
wonderful, Harmony. Wonderful. Now, Harmony, please let everybody know because I'm sure they want to know that's out there watching. What is your relationship with, I'm going to say it, your brothers?
So my relationship with Roger is that like he was the best brother that someone could ask for, and then he was also a strict brother because he wouldn't let me go outside for one day for no reason at all. But then I would say Andre because me and Andre we have a best relationship because although we argue a lot, we still like get along with each other a
Mhm.
lot, and then probably like argue way more than we would get along though.
Mm, I understand, girl. I have one older brother. So trust me, I get it. Now I'm grown now. So I wish he would. I wish he would, girl. But you know, back then I had to do what he told me to do. I had to do what he told me to do. Now next we have a Kayla. Hey Kayla.
Hi.
How you
Hey.
doing, pretty girl?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. Now please tell me your relationship to Roger and Andre.
Um, they were my cousins, but more like brothers because of like
Mm.
the way that they treated me every time I was around them. Like very, I would say over not overprotective, but like protective, like to the extreme a little bit. And but it's just them wanting to let me know that they wanted me to be safe all the time. So I never took, and although it would get a little annoying, I knew that it was for the best. They were trying to keep me safe and make sure that I was always in good hands all the time.
Exactly, exactly. Now tell us one of your fondest memories of your cousins.
I have a lot, but I would say with Roger was the last time we was at our grandma's house, and we were all talking, and my auntie would talk about how I was always at her house with them, And every time we would have this conversation, he would always go in and be like, "But I was the one that took care of her. I was the one who was over there taking care of her." You know, it was just he wanted everybody to know that every time I was at my auntie's house, I was at their house, he was the one watching me and taking care of me, and I like that. And then with Andre, I would say was when we were out at dinner, and I told him a mistake I made, and he didn't like it. He
He
didn't
didn't
like
like it.
it. No.
All right. Well, I know you're gonna have plenty more to let us know about tonight. We are about to get into the mother of both of these young men, Roger and Andre. But before Mika, we even, go into you, I want to play this first clip again. And the reason why I want to play this first clip again, because I am a strong believer in God. Jason knows that. Charlotte knows it now. And all my viewers that watch knows I'm a strong believer in God. And the way I met Mika, I don't know. Like now I know it was supposed to happen because of God, but I'm totally shocked that this happened. And I have to share it with y'all. But I got to show you the first clip first because I see so many people have came in. I have to show this first clip again because this lets y'all know. When I first met Mika, when me and Mika was face to face and I found out who she was, I said, I covered your son, both your sons. When I met Mika, Mika had lost her second son. And I had already covered both of the stories. So let's run this back. Baby, they executed that boy. That's what they did. They executed him. They let loose on him as soon as he opened up that door. He didn't pull the gun out on them. He didn't act like he was finna shoot them. It was on his side.
That was involved in that shooting has been put on administrative leave.
Because, baby, you can have your gun in Florida. Just like you can have your gun here in Georgia. And we should not get shot and killed because we got it in our hands. You said we can have it. So why you gonna kill us for having it?
It's been on my mind heavy all night that Andre was shot because it don't seem real, and I just don't want to believe that it was him.
We were at the funeral for U.S. Airman Roger Fortson here in DeKalb County this past May after he was shot and killed by a deputy in Florida. During that funeral, Andre Fortson sat in the front row and stood on stage as his brother was remembered.
All right, y'all. We are back. Again, I cannot stress enough how this story is different. For all of us watching, all of us that's on this panel right now, this hit different. It has not been a full year yet. And Mika is strong enough to come on here with her family to spread the awareness and to keep her son's name alive. So, Mika, thank you for coming on. I went to the mall when I was doing my event. I had my very first event under my foundation. And that's actually the time that I met Charlotte just as well at Sam's Club. But we went to the mall. Jason, I gotta be transparent and I gotta tell the truth. I can't lie. I gotta tell the truth. We went to the mall to pass out flyers, and I said I'm finna take my kids with me. We went to the store that was airbrushing, t-shirts, hoodies, all of that. And my kids said, "Can I go in there? Can we go in there and pass out the flyers?" I looked in, it wasn't nothing but us in there. And it was a bunch of us in there. Mika know I ain't lying. And I am still dealing with the anxiety of just walking up to a person telling them about Peachy Tea Time. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I love my platform. My platform is my baby. It is everything to me. But that's just something that I still deal with. I make sure, Mika, that I tell one person when I go out. I gotta at least tell one person that I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. I gotta at least tell one person about Peachy Tea Time. And sometimes if they keep asking me too many questions, I get to sweating and everything, girl. Get sweating, you know. But my kids say, "Can we go in here and give out the flyers?" I said, "Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead." And then I walked over to the desk where they were selling jewelry at. It was a man over there, and he looked like he was trying to buy some jewelry. So I like, let me go tell him about PT time, and that's what I did. And then I happened to turn around and look, and Mika, you know I ain't lying. I turn around and look. I see Mika coming out with my daughter. I'm like, what gives it a me? Now if she would have brought out Trey, I was like, oh Lord, but not little sweet Kirsten. So I like what my baby done did. So as soon as I face to face with Mika, she said, "Is this your daughter?" Because I could see Kirsten pointing at me. And she said, "Is this your daughter?" I said, "Yes." Did she do something wrong? And she said, "No." She said she was just in here, and her mother wasn't in here. So she gave me the flyer. She said, and I walked her out to show me where her mama was.
No, he stop though.
Am I lying, Mika? Look, she said, no. That's exactly how I met Mika. And Mika she kept looking at my flyer. So Kirsten did her job. She gave the flyer out. But Mika kept looking at that flyer. And I told her, I said, I'm having an event right here in front of Foot Locker. She said, yeah, she gave me this flyer. But as Mika was talking to me, she still kept looking at that flyer. And I'm standing there and I'm like, yeah. And I started telling her about Peachy Tea Time and everything. And she she started shaking her head. But study looking at this flyer. And then that's when she told me, she said, yeah, I had lost a child through gun violence. But Mika had this pen on her. And that pen that was on her was her son, Senior Airman Roger Fortson. And I could never forget that picture. I covered the story more than once. And not only that, I literally had just covered within weeks, just covered that she lost her second son. But I didn't know who she was or what she looked like. But I knew that picture. And I looked at her and I said, oh my gosh. I said, who? I said, you know him? She said, that's my son. When she said that, chills just started flowing through my body. Just started flowing through my body. And here we are today on Peachy Tea Time. So Mika, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will never, ever, ever forget your family. Not just because you're on Peachy Tea Time. Not because of that. But the story. The story alone is unbelievable. But we all saw it. Everybody saw it. So please, please, please tell us about your two sons. We'll get into what happened, but tell us the fondest memories, like the things that stick out with Roger. You know, everybody call him the Airman.
Oh, okay.
But tonight, if you want to call him Senior Airman Roger, or we going to call him Roger tonight. Roger and Andre, please.
So the thing that stick out with Rah was his presence. Roger he was our protector, our teacher, our counselor, our mediator, our provider, sole provider. He was our peace. He was our peace. And me and him always had this Marvel thing and the riddles. Of course, I would never know any. And he would let me know in his funniest way. I just thought maybe you had learned something, Mika. He would say something like that. But my most funnest memory of him is when me and his older brother got in trouble. My baby had bought me an Infinity for my birthday. I let
Roger did.
yes. Every
Girl,
car
we gotta make you gonna have to say some words, Mika. You have to say some names. We dropping names tonight. Roger
so
bought you an Infinity.
yes.
Oh,
Well,
I see.
every car that I got from 2019 on up, it was from Roger. Like I wouldn't have signed for a brand new car
Amen.
at CarMax to go to his Air Force graduation. Not unknowns to but me, he told his people up there, all she got to do is get here, and I got her. When we got
Yeah.
there, we picked him out the whole graduation. We didn't know he picked us out too. And he was like, "Ma, all I said is you had to get here." I said, "Boy, I would have skateboarded up here if I had to."
Amen.
And our life started then, but we got in trouble. And I'm 50 years old. And my oldest son, he just get on my nerves so bad. The second to the oldest, I let him drive my car. Hadn't he made the first car note, and he totaled the car out.
Mm, mm,
So we was sitting on we was sitting on the bed. And when Roger fuss, he don't have like he don't have a mean demeanor. He just them pretty brown eyes to where he not laughing. So he was fussing, and my son Isaac said something. I said, "Poor shut up! You already got us in trouble." Like we was sitting like them, and I'm like, you already got us in trouble. Shut up.
mm.
He was like, "You his mom." I was like, "Yeah, but you got us in trouble." So that was my funnest memory with Roger. Oh well, Andre, we got so many. With Andre was their secret keeper.
Mm.
He was their secret keeper, but Candy would get him to tell on all of them. My most fondest memory with Andre was when I would be in our sleep. I had to play like I'm asleep because I know he gonna sneak out the door. That was my most fondest memory. And when I go through the hallway, he'll say, "Oh, I was taking out the trash. Trash can right there, Andre." And I was like, "Okay, come sleep in the bed with me." So
Cause he
that
like
was
sneak out.
yes. So that was my most fondest memory with him because with them, we was in the ghetto, but we still had a family life.
Yes.
They did what kids did back in our age, the normal kids stuff. You look
Yeah.
on the news and you see kids doing other stuff. But he did the normal kid stuff. He taught everybody in apartments how to drive my car. And his kind of like visual, all his friends said, "I learned how to drive because Andre taught me." Or they talk about all the children bringing the grocery together, and Andre get on the stuff that he don't want, but he eat up their good stuff. So my most fondest memory, I think, is hearing their friends talk about them and knowing that I did instill unconditional love in them. They never looked at nobody's situation.
Now, there's something that you said. You said we was from the ghetto, and they still, did things that we all grew up doing.
Yes.
One clip, I don't have it tonight. I minimized the clips tonight, Charlotte and Jason, because it's different. This hit different, you know. So I minimized the clips to two clips. It was many, several clips out there. But Mika, I remember one of the clips you said that Roger was that child that was gonna take y'all to the next level.
He took
Like
us.
he wanted to take care of his
He-
family and get y'all out of what y'all was in.
But he
Yeah.
did because we was in a family of generational curses. And he
Mhm.
took us out of that. Black people have a stigma. You can't be your kid's friend. That's a lie. You need to be his friend. Because the world we in today, the people outside your door is not going to tell your child what you're going to tell your child. And my sister Tresenda, who name y'all couldn't pronounce, she used to always say, "Oh, these kids just tell you anything. I don't see how you do that." But that was my method. Tell me, because they're not going to tell you. And I'm going to give it to you how I got to give it to you. Because I don't want nobody telling them nothing wrong.
Exactly.
You can't always be that child disciplinary. Sometimes you got to be the reason why he laugh. When he go to school and they say the wrong thing, he can laugh because guess what? My mama just cussed me out. I have a son now doing life because of Fannie Willis. And that boy told me, "Mama, I'm surviving this because of you." Can't nobody make no logic out of that because they don't know our shoes. But it was a lady in the grocery store judging me on it. She said, "I never said anything about my oldest kids." No, I never said anything about them because they was focused on Roger. Why did you kill an angel? Why did you kill a patriot? Why did you kill humbleness? Why did you kill peace? Why did you kill joy? Why did you kill love? He took us out of our situation. Our family, we could argue and have a family meeting in the ghetto in 2024. When I got in trouble, I had to sit there and I had to listen to what he said. And I had to say I was sorry. Parents always say, honor their mother and their fathers that your days may be long. But you got a part B to that. Parents, do not provoke your children.
Yes.
I did not learn that to Roger. But he broke it. And everybody always say, "I'm different." No, I'm not different. I just love you. Because you're worth me loving. I don't even have to know your name. I just love you. Because if I love you because of a condition, that's not love. If I love you because how you look, that's not love. So I can't do that. He took us out. The house that we in, he was working on that. Roger was working on all that. It was so easy till I knew it was him. Even his spirit, I knew it was him. And then Andre.
How was Roger in school? Let's start with Roger. And the only reason why I say I want to start with Roger is
Roger had no
because
teachers, Peaches. Miss Peaches, Roger couldn't even have teachers. Every school Roger went to, they sent him to a higher school because of his intelligence. But
oh wow.
he got to the point where he said, "No, I want to go to McNair. My brother went to McNair. You went to McNair." He was like, "Mom, I want to go to McNair." And I was like, "Roger, I don't want you to go there because you might start acting like them." He was like, "No, I want to go to McNair." And he stayed Roger. He made friends. Roger didn't even have a driver's license. I was like, "Roger, bring me the car. I need to go to the store." He said, "I'm in Fairburn, Georgia." I said, "You ain't got no license." He said, "Zay got so." I said, "Oh, Lord." And all I could do was smile and be like, "These my children." Because my niece and nephew will tell you, they be like, "Auntie, let me drive your car." I be like, "Here." They mom and daddy be like, "Why you keep getting no children in your car?" When they asked to drive it. They asked to drive it. It's full coverage insurance.
And McNair wasn't the most safest and most, ain't shit gonna happen school.
When he told the lady in the Air Force he went to McNair, she said, "Oh, don't you need the Army?" I snatched that phone. I said, "No." He said, "Air Force,
Wow.
where are you located?" He want the Air Force. He didn't ask for the Army. He know what he want. So
Wow.
Roger was a smart child. Roger was just like a superstar. If he in 12th grade, if he show up, we glad to have you. If he don't, we know he still gonna handle his business. He was
Exactly.
Roger. He was so brilliant and so humble. When they did that honor program for him, I was like, he doing all this. Me and his dad were looking at each other like, they talking about our child. They talking about our child. Okay, then.
Like, this the hell what we created. Oh my goodness.
Right. What do you think? You know, I ain't know my DNA had that in there. But I should have known. Cause my sister was smart like that. My sister was real smart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about Andre? Tell us about Andre.
So Andre came after I lost two twins due to doctor failure. And they tried to mess me up and say I couldn't have any more kids, but I was just real fertile. So Andre was my miracle baby. It was a miracle. Andre was one of them ones where he gonna listen to everything you say and still do what he want to do.
Okay.
If his mama cry, he gonna stand right there. If his mama holler, he gonna stand right there. But he gonna want to be with his friends. He gonna want to play. He gonna want to be a prankster. About 2 days after Roger died, I'm in now crying because I lost my baby. And I hear his little friend screaming, saying, I can't see, I can't see. So I jump up and I run in there. Andre don't put mix hot sauce, barbecue sauce, and vinegar together and put it on the little boy's eye. I said, come on, put some water, just put some water on your eyes. And I started laughing. I'm like, y'all, you gonna blind this boy. And he's like, Mom, they play too much. I said, y'all need to stop. One of y'all gonna get hurt. But that was just Andre.
Now, senior Airman Roger. He's in like he didn't give you no problems at all.
Not now.
Did Andre give you any problems?
A lot of them. Because Andre and Harmony was close in age.
How old was Andre?
Andre was 16.
Wow. Okay.
So he used to terrorize my baby. He used to terrorize. So Roger used to have to protect her. He used to terrorize Harmony. If I would ask him to cook or something, he'll burn it up. And he wouldn't burn it up until it's the last little corner of fries or something. He'll burn it up. Excuse me, he'll burn it up. Then you tell him not to go out the door. He gonna go out the door. Like I said, he always throwing away the trash, but the trash never left the apartment.
Wow.
But at the end, it's like his spark left him. He was gonna make you laugh. He was gonna do that little corny dance. He was gonna do something. And I looked back at his pictures and I said, his spark left.
So you think towards the end, he wasn't that Andre that he was before?
No, he was definitely not that Andre. And I used to try to get him to talk to the therapist. He wouldn't talk to. I don't need no therapist. I got you. I said, but evidently you're not telling me, Andre. He's like, I don't need no therapist. So Andre.
Now, was this after Roger?
Yes, this was after Roger. Before Roger, like I said, he was a regular teenager. Okay. Only problem we had with Andre, he always wanted to drive. So you ain't got no license and you ain't got no car, but keys kept coming up missing. That's the only problem I had with Andre.
Okay.
Yeah.
But once the incident happened, the tragedy, the situation that shouldn't even happen, once that happened, it changed him.
Yeah. I remember I would go in the room and I would see his dried up tears on his face. And I told my daughter-in-law, Asia, I said, I don't know what to do. I said, he won't tell me. I said, but when I go in the room, I see that he's crying. And she was like, well, just ask him. And I said, Andre, what can I do to make this a little lighter? Because at first, I was scared to connect with them. Because I was scared my love would kill Roger. Because the way he loved me, so I was scared. I didn't want them to love me like that. And my baby told me, he said, Mama, just let me sleep with you. That's what he said. He said, Mama, just let me sleep with you. I said, come on. And he laid on my chest and he went to sleep. That's what
Wow.
he said.
Wow. Whew. I got so many questions. But I know we got to get into everything that happened. Now, I told you over the phone, I always talk to the families before I bring them on the show. So Mika, you told me that when it was time for me to play the clips, because I told her, here on PEACHY Time, we're a little different. We're a little different over here. We play clips.
Okay.
The family might be on. They may see themselves on these clips, hollering, screaming, crying, all that. But I always let them know first. I don't surprise nobody. Now, they don't know what clips we're going to play. But in this situation, Mika, like, no matter what clip you play with Roger, it's the clip I don't want to see. So me and Mika discussed it. And Mika, you're not the first person. I assure you that. You're not the first person that has to actually walk away just until the clip comes back on. I mean, till we come back on. So
Okay.
I told her that I would let her know. I told you that I will let you know when I play the clip. So now is the time. Now is the time that we are going to play the clip. Mika finna walk away. Harmony and
Kayla. I'm going to take them with me too.
Okay.
Can you turn it down so we can't hear it? Mute it, Kayla.
All right, y'all. So we finna go ahead and play the clip. Again, welcome to PEACHY Time, Jason. That's all I can say. This is what we do over here. So we finna go ahead and play this clip. Say that, Jason.
I was saying exactly what we do.
Exactly. So here we go. Raven, you want to leave or you want to stay?
I could stay. It's just, which clip is it?
The clip of the officer.
Okay. And he blurred out though and everything, right? Like his face.
Yeah, you don't see his face.
Okay. I could watch it.
All right. Well, here we go, y'all. And when we come back after this clip, we are about to talk about what happened with Senior Airman Roger Fortson. Then when we get into the brother, we will play the clip with the brother. And then we'll talk about the brother. But right now, this is Senior Airman Roger Fortson. Here we go.
Camera footage has now been released of that deadly police shooting of an airman inside his home. This happened in Florida. Roger Fortson was killed last week by a sheriff's deputy who was responding to calls of a domestic disturbance. Now, his family says the deputy had the wrong apartment. That deputy is now on leave as the shooting is being investigated. Nikki Batiste has more. We have to warn you here. These images are extremely upsetting.
This newly released body cam video shows an Okaloosa County deputy arriving at the home of Senior Airman Roger Fortson's apartment door, responding to a 911 call about a domestic disturbance. The deputy knocks 3 times. After the first knock, he steps off to the side. No one answers, and he knocks 2 more times, identifying himself. The video is partially blurred.
Sheriff's office, open the door!
Seconds later, Fortson opens the door. He's seen holding a handgun that was legally owned, according to his family. The deputy orders him to step back, then fires.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! 312, shots fired. Suspect down.
Okaloosa Sheriff Eric Aiden says his department released the video to be transparent.
No determination has been made as to whether the deputy's actions were justified or not.
Fortson's mother, Mika, says her son was FaceTiming with his girlfriend during the shooting. The girlfriend told the family the deputy said something not on the body cam video released today.
They just said, oh yeah, he shot up. He shot up. My baby was shot up.
Fortson's family says he was alone and grabbed his gun only after he heard aggressive knocking on his door, peeked through his peephole and saw no one. Fortson's family claims the deputy went to the wrong apartment.
Roger was a gift from God.
He was a patriot, and so he respected authority. Why the police didn't respect him? That's the question.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Nikki Batiste.
So
Fortson,
disturbing.
yeah.
Yes. So many questions because the sheriff's deputy identified himself, but that knocking was aggressive. And the airman, a decorated airman.
Who's licensed to carry a gun.
Yes, licensed to carry a legal gun.
So I see why he got the gun.
A disturbing call. But by the way, the footage leading up to that is a neighbor taking the sheriff's deputy to that door. And apparently it's the wrong apartment of, where this domestic disturbance, whatever the neighbor heard. So
I'm just thinking it's Mother's Day this Sunday and his mom.
All right. This was devastating. We all were very, very, very angry when we first saw this. Very, very angry on what occurred. Charlotte, you've seen the video. Did you hear about this story before tonight?
Most definitely. It was all over the news, conversations with other people about it. It just is something, and having a son and around the same age is just something that you cannot not talk about.
Exactly. What did you think when you saw this?
My heart went out just to the family, outrage. Another black man, that, that just innocent for no reason and a life taken. We just the carelessness of it and the way that it's always treated, is always depicted. And even the fact as the, I guess a captain or whomever was doing the press conference, we believe, and he's just on, or he hasn't been suspended, or they believe what happened. No, it's clear what happened. It was clear what took place. We saw it firsthand. So I don't know what took them so long again.
Exactly. Raven, and we're going to bring the family back up, Raven's family too, but we're going to bring Mika, Harmony, and Kayla back up. But Raven, where were you at when you found out about this?
When I found out, I was at home. When it was happening, I was actually at work, but I had got home by the time my dad called and said that Roger had got shot.
What was the first thing that came to your mind when your dad told you this?
I didn't believe it. And I thought he was going to make it. And then he didn't.
Okay. We're going to bring Mika back up. All right, Mika. Now, we have played the clip. Please let us know, Mika, where were you at when you heard what happened?
I was sitting in my famous little spot on my bed where he always walked through the door. And the young lady called me and she said, the sheriff kicked in Roger's door and I heard him say something about shots fired. And I just started screaming.
Now the young lady, that was his girlfriend at the time?
Yeah.
Now, on one of the clips, like I told y'all, it's so many clips out there. One of the clips I saw that I actually showed on my show was a young lady, looked like she was mixed or Mexican, could have been white, I don't know. But she was out in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
She was out in the parking lot. Like
I
she
think
was
she Hispanic.
Hispanic, okay. And she was directing everybody to come.
That's
the
Keely.
officers and stuff.
That's Keely, the girl work at the rent office.
So she worked at the rent office. Now, was Roger stationed in Florida? This is where he was
Yeah.
living at?
Yeah, he was special operations, special unit. He was a gunner on a plane. So that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was the only place for the position that he held.
Okay.
And his thing was, I'll be close to home.
Okay.
That was his thing. He'll be closer to home. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I told him, just go in there and try to figure out what's going on with the water or something. Don't go in there doing all that extra stuff. That was the first thing I told him. That was the first thing I told him. And I can't speculate, cause like I said, I can't look at the video.
Mm-hmm.
I never looked at the video, but I was able to describe how my baby looked and everything. When the day the body cam they showed us was way more organic than what y'all saw. Y'all couldn't see everything. Y'all couldn't hear everything.
No.
When we went through when we got to the sheriff office, I said, no, Sheriff Aiden, he tried to touch me, and I asked my best friend, I said, do I have to let him touch me? And she was like, no, you don't have to let them touch you. You don't have to talk to them or nothing. So when he went to touch me, I grabbed my baby picture real tight. And he said, I understand. And I said, you'll never understand. And at that time, Attorney Crump, he held me. What I didn't realize in that little period of time, you murdered my baby again. I didn't realize it, but you murdered him again. So when he said he understood, to me that was a murder. When we got in the room, he was crying. And he said, on his mama and on God, if I find any injustice to Senior Airman Fortson. No, he didn't call him Senior Airman. That's another thing. They never would use his name when they did it to him. They would never use his name. So, he was saying if he find anything wrong, he's going to do this and he's going to do that. And I said, do you think my baby deserved to be dead? He said, I can't answer that. The investigation is ongoing.
Ben Crump said this?
No, the Sheriff Aiden.
Okay, Sheriff Aiden, okay.
When the sheriff tried to touch me, Ben Crump protected me. He was my Andre at that time. So when we got in the room, that's when I was asking the sheriff questions like, do you think my baby deserved to be dead? And he said he couldn't answer that because it was an ongoing investigation. At that time, you had two people from the FDLE standing in the back waiting on him to say the wrong thing. So then I turned around and I said, well, if that was you that went to the door by you being the sheriff and he's a deputy, would you have shot my child? He said, I can't answer that because it's an ongoing investigation. So he wanted to talk. I said, I have nothing to say to you. I said, you just told me everything I need to know just then. I said, you can show them the video. And I got up. They took me through a door. It's like when you go to high school, you come through the door, you go down the hall, you go in the cafeteria or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember hearing my niece, my best friend. I remember hearing Attorney Natalie Jackson. I heard them scream. And mind you, Attorney Crump and his team, they do this every day, not every week. These people do this every day. Every day. But the sound that I heard, it was like Freddy Krueger and them nails. It just went through my heart. And at the room that I'm in with the door closed, I'm in there with a man of God. You got your collar on and everything. And you smile and you like, He's smiling. But the one thing they didn't tell him, I like to move furniture when I'm hurt. So he ran up out and left me in there. He didn't want to smile no more. Because see, when I was going down to see my baby, they kept calling me, playing with me, asking me, is he on any kind of medicine? What is he allergic to? Knowing that Roger was already dead. Because I had his best friend CJ down there and I told him, I don't care what you do, follow my baby. CJ got to the hospital, all the police, the deputy or whatever went back there, the investigators went back there. They wouldn't let CJ go back there. When I got there, they told me to call him Trauma 1. And I told the lady, we here to see Trauma 1. The nastiness that she gave us. And I thank God for my daughter-in-law. She was like, Mika, we just got to see what happened. Just calm down. I said, I'm calm. She don't know who she's playing with, but I'm calm. When we finally went back there, 2 investigators came toward me. I said, please get away from me. I said, because y'all done killed my baby. And he looked at me. And at that time, I don't know if the Holy Spirit touched that nurse or what, but when I said that lady turned around and went up the hall, down the hall, she didn't want to be part of it no more. I said, no, please. I asked him, please just get away from me. I said, I don't want to talk to y'all. I'll talk to the Air Force. And anybody from Georgia know, great, I always take you in this little room when something going wrong or they don't know if something going to come out right. When we got to the opening of the door, I saw a black folder with a pen. And I looked at Asia. And she looked at me. I asked them, I told them to get, to go on out here because in Georgia, we deal with racism different. We ain't gonna bother you, don't you bother us. Went in the room. They didn't go out the door, they stood in there. And the man in the military told me, he said, I'm sorry to tell you, Roger is no more. And I just started throwing chills. I didn't care who I hit. But at the end, my daughter-in-law did say that she kind of got the worst of it. I told her, I said, well, you should have moved. And I sat in that chair and I looked at him. I said, I teach my kids to respect y'all. That y'all are going to protect and serve. I said, what do I tell them now? You just killed the closest thing to Jesus for me. They said, ain't nobody perfect but God. But my baby was so perfect for me.
Exactly.
And then, you got people. You got some people down there in Florida. I don't know if they used to that way of life. I don't know what it is. But when I say my own people are making it so hard for me, and they go home to their sons, their nephews, their brothers, but you're making it so hard for me. You're working for organizations that was put in place to help people like me and my kids. And you're making it so hard for me. You're making it so hard. So not only we can't trust the police, the politicians, we can't even trust certain civil rights leaders. We can't even trust them. That day, it rained hard like it did today. It rained so hard. It rained so hard when we was going down there. And Asia kept saying, think positive, think positive. But I felt my baby. I felt my baby when he left. I said, my baby gone. She was like, no, we're going to think positive. I said, okay. Because that's what I do. I want the kids to be happy. I'm going to get in the shower. I'm going to cry, put my big girl pants on, and I'm going to do what Mika do. I'm going to come out, I'm going to smile. But that day, I couldn't do it that day. I tried to, but I couldn't. And I never seen so many young people hold me up. All those babies that people used to tell me wasn't going to be nothing. They had attitude. They was disrespectful. Since I lost my kids, them babies held me up. The love that I poured out is nothing close to what these babies pour into me. Every time I sneak off and hide, some kind of way, Michaela comes through my door. Michaela, the only person that don't respect my boundaries. That girl don't respect damn boundaries. Michaela will put your husband out the bed if she won't sleep with her auntie. But people don't realize God knew that's what I needed. That girl don't respect damn boundary.
That's that love.
She
That's
gonna
that love.
come. She gonna want no auntie. Everybody down here, you supposed to be down here laughing or something. Why you up here in the bathroom? Oh, there you go. Yes, Kayla, I'm not hiding this time. But people don't understand that. So what I do now, I just sit and I let them talk. Cause now I can say, because my baby blessed me, now I can say, this my house. They do what they want to do. Leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell this my house. Go do it. This your auntie house. You come to Auntie Mika house, you coming to love.
Yeah.
You coming to peace. And I'm gonna do everything in my power to protect you.
Kayla, why do you check on Auntie?
Because she's always been there for me.
Mm.
And I feel as though she's such a loving person and full of so much, like, even when she didn't have it, she still gave it. Like, whether it was time, energy, money, like, whenever, it didn't matter when, it didn't matter what she was going through, she was going to make sure that if she had it, you were going to have it as well. And I feel like there's not enough love I can give her. There's not enough things I can say to, like, let her know how much I appreciate her. There's not anything in this world I can do for her to express my love and how much I love this lady and how much, like, I'm talking about anything in this world. There's not nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for her. And it's just, I just feel like I have to do whatever I can in that moment, whatever in my power to make sure that she feels my love. Even though I don't think she's ever going to be able to feel all of it because there's so much, I try
Mm.
my absolute hardest to make sure that she knows that I'm always going to be here no matter what.
Girl, I gotta say it. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. If my family don't love me like that, please unsubscribe.
I got a best friend that's been my best friend since elementary.
Oh,
So therefore, when I lost my sons, she lost her sons.
exactly.
This girl, man, I had to make her mad for her to go take a break because she was so stuck to me. Her baby told me, he said, "I'll chase the car. She ain't leave me this time." I made a fake argument. I made a fake argument for my friend to stay at home with her baby. I
Wow.
made a fake argument. And it didn't last that long, but she did stay at home and he started coming with her. Then you
Does she
got
know
Raven.
this? Do
Yeah,
she
she
know
she know
that
it.
there's a fake
She
argument?
yeah, she know it.
Okay.
Plus she knows me. She knows my in and outs. I can cuss like a sailor. And she when I get through cuss, she be like, I don't give about what you just said, right? Come on.
That's a friend
That's
for you.
that's the first thing Attorney Crump said. Where's Nova? Her family, when they come to the stuff, they be like, "Well, where's Shanova at?" That's the first thing they gonna say, cause they know. No, you got Raven. When this little girl came into my life, when I said Roger was running her around like she was Jay-Z and Beyonce, don't touch his sister. This is it. No, this my sister. Yeah, this my sister Raven. People I didn't even know knew who Raven was, but every time Raven comes through that door, she brings her brother in that door with her.
Mhm.
She became my female Roger. And she do just like him. She talk about me too, but they know I don't care. I just give them something to talk about.
I gotta
So
ask you this question. But before I ask you this question, I gotta address Hassan Miles. Hassan, I am so sorry that I had to play that clip. And so I was like, no, don't play that clip.
He
Don't play
didn't
that
know we
clip.
had a conversation. He actually called. Yeah, I
Okay.
had. Yeah.
Okay. And so Hassan, I apologize that you had to see that clip. But
He was talking about
that
for me.
exactly
Yeah.
for you. And I gotta say I apologize, but that's what set me aside from other YouTubers out there. What I do here on PGT Time is real. It's the real deal over here. You know, these are the families, each and every family that came on my show. These are the families that need to be heard. The
Right.
families that's going to come on in the future. These are the families that need to be heard nationwide, everywhere.
It need to be
Everywhere.
their safe place.
Exactly, Mika. So I'm gonna ask you this question. And like I said, I don't write down questions or anything like that. You know, they just come to my head. And I try to ask questions that I know viewers would want to ask if they was in my position to have a platform. The question that I have for you, Mika, is as a mother,
Mm.
you just like us. You already done told us that y'all was in the ghetto. Baby, I was too. So as a mother, like us, because I got 2 little kids, truly, and I mean, I want you to just be as transparent as you can. How did it feel when we're already afraid of the police, but we have people out there that tell us not to be afraid of the police? The police is there to protect us, you know, and make sure that we okay. How did you feel deep in your heart when you knew for a fact that it was a police officer that did this to Roger? And I'm not talking about senior airman Roger.
You
I'm talking
talking
about
about my
Roger,
gift. My
your
gift.
baby, your gift. Because I'm a mother. I don't care what Trey does in the future. That's still my baby.
Like
How
I
did you
said,
feel?
I'm not a stranger to crooked law enforcement. I'm going through it with Fannie Willis now. So I'm not a stranger to it. But the thing was, it was Roger. When he killed Roger, you know when you're in the ghetto, all you got is God. I'm not E5 Buddha, all them. All I got is God and Jesus. That's all I got. I never had a problem with the man side of it. I always had a problem with the God side of it. I'm the lady in the hood. When you come out the door going to church, they say, Auntie, I'm gonna go with you next Sunday. Auntie, you going to church? Auntie, you need some tithe money. I was that auntie. I was that auntie that'll bring you in there and cuss you out. And when you go out, won't nobody even know I cussed you out. But you'll know. So when that happened, I started blaming me. Because I felt like it had to be something that I sold. It had to be something that I did. It had to be something that I said. And that's the only time Shanova couldn't hide her tears from me. And she had to explain to me, stop doing that. It's nothing to do with you. It was all about fear and hatred. It didn't even have anything to do with a police. The police was just like Halloween. That was just a costume he wore. Even in his street clothes, that's how this man felt. He just thought he had an excuse to do it because he had on that deputy uniform. We have to be clear on what they're doing. Every day is Halloween for them. These movies and stuff these people making up, they been experimenting. They just doing it a different way. With Andre murder, they got 2 young men that's in jail now. But ain't nobody saying nothing about this grown man that could not approach a 23-year-old little boy. Ain't nobody saying he was high. Ain't nobody saying he was on drugs or none of that. All they said was he was shooting. They asked him not to shoot. He started shooting at them. What is it in a 40-year-old man that you can't humble yourself to go to a 16-year-old child level and say, "You right, man, I shouldn't be shooting at him. This a family community."
Exactly.
What's in you that you couldn't say that? You can't tell me you sorry. Cause guess what? This time when I fell, I hit the floor. Cause you took Andre. I hit the floor. My baby was 16. Did nobody catch me this time? I hit the floor. I had just got hit by 2 trucks. With Roger, when I was throwing stuff, agent said, "Wasn't that wrong with your back then?" Well, Andre, I'm chasing the morgue truck, trying to see my baby run around the building. But I can't even walk up my steps. So I hit the floor this time. And it all started with one person who took an oath to protect and serve,
You better say it.
knowing damn well that ain't what he was going to do. He came to kill, steal, and destroy. I would ask Hassan him, I said, I just would like to see what kind of advice did his mama give him when he went home. Like, what is his kids going through at school? But then when you go to Okaloosa, they ain't going through nothing. It's a handful of people that I met that I felt like really cared. Some online that I met, I feel like care. You have the NAACP president, Sabu. We were supposed to go down there. You took the church from us. You told the man it was gonna be political because you got mad because I called you out on Facebook about arguing with me about Sheriff Aiden. You did the same thing to me that man did to that little boy when they killed Andre. You weren't man enough to have a conversation with a woman. You weren't man enough to humble yourself and say, "Well, if you felt like that way, I'm sorry," or let's just agree to disagree.
Wow.
But when Hassan came in there and you was talking, you stopped talking because you recognized the real man when he came in there. So you stopped talking to me. And guess what we did it at? We was in the church. But nobody focusing on where all this stuff is taking place at.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody focusing on it. You look, do you know how many people have died since Andre and Roger that don't have a title, that don't have a storyline? We have lost so many babies. We have lost so many babies. I can't even pray for myself, but I can pray for Attorney Crump and his team. That man stays in the air. He stays in the air, trying to fight for everybody, going through his own personal stuff. He has a daughter around Harmony age. You your daughter's first love. So you teaching your baby, I gotta work to take care of you. But the first thing we'll do as black people say, "Oh, they doing it for the money." Oh, no, ma'am. This can't be for the money. You can't have a child and keep going to defend kids that keep getting killed. That's gonna mess with your mental. When I don't listen to I don't look at TV, radio, none of that. For some reason, my phone went connect to the car and I heard Sonya Massey's story. I didn't know
That's what
Attorney
I heard.
Crump. Yeah, I didn't know that they was representing that lady. That lady
Yeah.
got 2 kids. I lost 2 kids. They lost their mama. So guess what I have to do because of my faith and my belief? I have to give them grace. Because even though my 2 kids grown, I still got nieces and nephews. I danced with my 1-year-old great nephew at my wedding. I had to pick him up because I'm a little thicker than him. You know what I'm saying? He's short like his daddy. But I danced with him. Do you know how good that made my heart feel?
Mm.
And we find our own people. That's why people try, you can't make this black and white with me. Blacks doing more to me than white people.
Yeah.
If you allow them to manipulate you, they can give you a gun. You don't have to use it. I had one, still got my gun permit. I took it back because I got into it with the lady in the complex and said it on the thing. I told her, you come out that door with that knife, I'm going to do something to you. That ain't me.
Well, that means it's time to give it on up. It's time to give it
And I took it, and I took it, and I took it back because it condemned me. Because
Yep.
I, like, Mika, that ain't none of you. I took it back.
Exactly.
When my son died, that lady came up them steps and she said, Mika, I know we had our problem. I'm so sorry. That lady was crying harder than me.
Wow. Gotta
So
bring them back to you.
who was wrong in that situation? I was. Because I was talking about I'm gonna take something I didn't give. I didn't get that lady life. I could have stayed on my steps. She could have stayed down hood. And that's what we ended up doing. And both of us still alive. And we said she sitting there consoling me when I lost my child.
Look at God.
So everybody, don't tell me you can't do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
You gotta want to do it.
Exactly. You gotta want to do it.
You gotta want to do it. You can't. We can't keep. We got to come together as a people. We can't. We just can't keep doing it. We don't
I
wear
hope y'all
names.
listening to Mika out there.
We
I
don't
hope
even
you
wear.
all are listening.
You can't even say you killing your people for name brand stuff no more. You can't say you killing your people for land no more. Cause they don't show us we don't own nothing. Our money don't have no power. And I don't met some young folks through my friend them. I mean through my son them friends. Them kids made some nice clothes, and it's better quality. So you don't even have to kill each other no more.
Well, my friend told me that she paid off her mortgage, and these folks can still take her house if she don't pay her property taxes.
Roger
I
paid
knew
cash for
then
this one.
we don't
Yes,
own nothing out here.
nothing.
Nothing. They
Shanova
can
explained
still
that to
take
me.
your house after you paid your mortgage, baby.
They can take your house if your homeowners association president don't like you.
Yeah.
You don't own nothing. You don't even own this shell that you in. You're borrowing all this.
Yeah.
You don't own nothing. Only thing you own is the decisions and the choices you make, and you own 90% of them.
Mm.
Cause my baby made a choice to be better than his mama, his daddy, his environment, and he's still gone at 23.
Mika, I gotta ask you, and then I'm gonna turn it over to Jason, and then we're gonna go to our commercial break, and then of course when we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit more, and then we're gonna get into the tribute. But Mika, I gotta ask you again. The question that come up in my head is the question that viewers, not just mine, but just people out there that probably have questioned themselves this. Why do you think? And then we're gonna get when we come back from commercial break, we're gonna get into Andre's story. But why do you think when Roger opened that door, Mika, not saying that he ain't had the right to, as long as you in Florida and in Georgia and other places, you have the right to have your gun on you whenever. But if he heard the police officers at the door, why do you think? And I know what your answer gonna be, because I've seen a lot of your news broadcasting clips. But why do you think Roger opened that door? Why do you think he chose that decision to open the door with the gun in his hand? If he heard those police officers say, it's the police at the door.
See, the thing about that, they knocked on his door like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
They knocked on the door 3 times. Roger's from Atlanta. So when you go to the door the first time and you asking, who is it? You're not saying anything. When you finally hear him say the sheriff's department, the first thing you gonna do is say, let me open the door before they kick it in. But you thought because your neighbors know who you are, you gonna get that 10-second benefit of the doubt for you to say, put your gun down. You thought because you defending the borders of a wall that this man want to build, you was gonna get the benefit of the doubt. Put your weapon down. You thought you was safe. You had the gun in your right hand. You had it pointed down. You was gonna get the benefit of the doubt to put your gun down. You thought when you showed him he was in control, when you had that gun down, his hand was like this. So I'm thinking my baby told him, wait. He was gonna give you that split second and wait to put that gun down. That's what you thought. But see, what he knew when he got that call, he was gonna kill him. When he got to them apartments, he was gonna kill him. When he knocked on that door, he was gonna kill him. When he opened that door, you knew you was gonna kill him. When you looked at my child and told him to quit moving, you was waiting on him to die. When my baby begged you to help him, you knew you was gonna kill him. When you noticed that military uniform, that's when you said F, because you knew you was in trouble. That's when you knew you was in trouble. My prayer is that Okaloosa gonna be just like that Red Sea. Pharaoh, let my people go. Because, baby, them people down there on a whole different mentality. That man killed my baby about 6 times to me. You told my baby to stop moving. You didn't even call the ambulance right away. You didn't even call them right away. My baby is left-handed. Left-handed. Trained. Them people put millions and millions of dollars into this boy.
Trained.
He
Trained,
went different.
trained,
He
trained.
went to places. Roger probably. Let me tell you something. Roger was so humble. Roger probably would have helped you not went to jail. Because he know to err is human, to forgive is divine. This is the most, he loved me. If he chose me, when he killed Roger, Roger was 23. He could have walked away from me at any time. I was his challenge, baby. I was his challenge. Every time you turn around, I was doing something and I wanted something. So you killed you killed what this world needed.
Exactly.
You killed what this world needed. Roger just thought you was going to give him 10 seconds and you wouldn't even give him 5. You wouldn't even give him 5. You assassinated that baby. And then you go and laugh. When they sent me that video, I had to delete it. I had to delete it because I'm like, God, I don't care about these men. I'm talking about you. I need to see you. Every post I make, God, where are you? Because even though I'm going through this, I got all these people loving on me. You know they going through life too. They life ain't stopped lifing. They life ain't stopped life. My best friend going through one of the toughest time of her life right now. But she trying to hold me up. So I need to see God, because man gonna fail you every time. That man knew what he was gonna do. And Roger just decided to do what the military trained him to do. To protect this free land that he wasn't free on. The oath that my baby took, he took it seriously. He took it to heart. He took it to heart. From what they told me when I went and told me what his job was and what he did, my baby served this country with his last breath. And they didn't even deserve it. As a mama, he did not deserve it. But when
Now,
you're trying to
Mika.
be with God, you have to say, God know the answer. But if the
Exactly.
mama in me, he didn't even deserve it. You had the audacity to say this boy eyes. My baby had the most beautiful big brown. The men in his family, all their eyes look better than ours. We have to go buy lashes and eyebrows. The men in our family got the prettiest eyes. Roger's eyes was light brown, very beautiful.
They was
You just
definitely
keep
was.
coming up with every kind of lie. Only thing I asked that man for was an apology because you tried to sabotage his character. He didn't even have to get to this point. But now you need to be held accountable because so many parents whose son wasn't a senior airman Fortson, their babies were valuable, but y'all swept them under the rug. They matter.
Exactly.
Everybody can't make the headlines, but everybody's life matter. Even that murderer that killed my baby, his life mattered. Whatever decision the prosecutor, the person defending him, the judge, and the jury make on him, it's gonna affect their whole families. It ain't gonna just affect me. Because if you guys don't do the right thing, when you leave that courtroom, that question I've been answering, where's God? They gonna see him.
You
We
better
ain't in
say.
no, they gonna see him. We ain't in no global warming like y'all think we are.
Exactly.
We're not in a global warming like y'all think we are. Ain't nothing gonna happen that God don't want to happen. That's why I said my problem was more so with God, questioning him like, Roger, can't nobody in my family get that concept. Can't nobody get that concept. I be wishing it was a dream. My baby would never open up a bathroom door or a closet door. You ain't open up no doors. Sit down. What you want out the closet? You want your slides? Okay, here. Because we just can't fathom that. But see what happened to Andre? That's what happened all the time up there.
And
That's
we're
what
gonna
happened all
get
the
into
time.
that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna go on a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back. When we come back, we're gonna talk about Andre. Again, y'all, this was too senseless gun violence that did not have to happen. So when we come back, we're gonna talk about Andre, and then we're gonna get into the memorial tribute video. Okay? So here we go. Look, Cynthia Campbell, like, amen. Amen. Amen to that. So let's go ahead. When we get into this commercial break, we are gonna go straight into Mika. This so you'll know, we're gonna go straight into the news broadcast. Okay, y'all.
So y'all
Straight
gonna
into
show
the
his
news
killing?
I don't think. No, it don't show the killing. It just
Okay.
show just the news broadcast about what happened.
Okay.
But just in case, if y'all want to walk away, y'all can. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Thank y'all so much for joining me and Jason tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if we got a special guest, thank you, special guest. I thank you for coming, sharing your story. But y'all make sure y'all watch us each and every Wednesday, okay? Each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Where you said? You said where? Roku TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch, baby. Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Peachy Tea Time, time spelled with a Y. And make sure you also follow me on all the other platforms just as well. Thank you so much for joining us each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Back to the show we go, baby. We going back. Bye.
Also developing now, heartbreak for a DeKalb County family mourning the lives of two brothers killed just months apart.
It really is heartbreaking, and folks, we want to share some pictures with you right now. They were just shared with us by the family of 16-year-old Andre Fortson. Police say he was shot and killed last night at an apartment complex right off of Boulder Crest Road. And tonight, we now know Andre is the brother of 23-year-old senior airman Roger Fortson. You may recall Roger died in May. This is body cam video right there, and it's from Florida Sheriff's deputy's body cam who shot him while responding to a disturbance call at this apartment complex in Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
11 Alive's Angelina Salcido is following this story for us tonight. She is live now from the DeKalb County Police Department's South Precinct. And Angelina, you spoke with family tonight, and the boy's mother is really asking for prayers, but also privacy.
And this is the first time that we are actually hearing from them as they try to figure out how this happened. More grief added on to an already difficult time for this family that is already grieving a loved one.
I can't stop crying. I just know that he didn't deserve that. He was so young.
Taken at 16.
Full life. He was so sweet, quiet. Pretty much like his brother. He was just like his brother.
Andre Fortson killed in his own neighborhood.
Thank you for the life of Roger.
Where he and his family mourned the loss of his older brother in May. Senior Airman Roger Fortson killed by a now terminated Oskaloosa deputy in Florida. The sheriff said the shooting was unreasonable.
I don't know how Marcy is going to get through this. I don't know how anybody will get through this. I pray for her peace. I've been praying for her peace since my little cousin Roger passed away. But now I don't even have words.
2 months later, his mother and the Fortson family processing another unimaginable loss.
We just need answers. We just need to know what happened at this point.
DeKalb police is still investigating this shooting. They have not made any arrests up until this point. Sunday would have been Andre's 17th birthday. His life cut short just before the start of school. We're live tonight in Decatur. Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.
All right, Mika.
Huh?
Tell us what happened with Andre. Like the day y'all woke up that morning. What occurred? Because I know you was like, this got to be a dream. I cannot be going through this again.
So Andre was actually over there with his dad. That's a whole different thing with the police too. The police never ask questions. They just act. Andre dad's brother had jumped on him.
Okay.
I go get Andre. I see the police. The black come up there. He talking. The white one come, he put his hand on his gun, he closed the door with his left hand. He goes behind my truck. Andre is behind my truck. Immediately, I go to Roger. So I leave them talking, and I go back there with Andre. I'm like, no, you're not finna kill this one. So he goes over there, he with his dad. I tell his dad, keep Andre out the apartments. He tell them, mind their business. So you kept letting him go to the apartments. And next thing I know, we sitting down to eat. My son's girlfriend calls me and said they were shooting. And I'm saying, your baby okay? Your kid's okay? By that time, one of his homeboys called me and said, you need to get to Paradise. They said, your baby got shot. I couldn't breathe. I told them to go get my pocketbook and come on, we got to go. I got to go get my baby. When I don't even know how the car, I think that car drove itself. When I got there, a fireman grabbed me and he was holding me. And I was like, is my baby okay? Just tell me my baby okay. And he was like, let me take you to the detective. When we got to the middle of the parking lot, the people in the apartment, they surrounded me and they grabbed me. Because I think I was on the phone with my friend, Felicia. And she was like, just be calm, they be trying to talk me down. When I got in the parking lot, they grabbed me. And they was like, Mika, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no. They was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, no. And then I remember going up I was trying to go to my old apartment and I seen Andre's shoe. And those are the shoes I bought him when we did something for Roger. And I saw his shoe and I said, Shanova, that's his shoe. Oh, we went to the conference meeting. I said, Shanova, that's his shoe. I remember when he got them shoes. And I said, Shanova, my baby. And that's all I remember saying. And I remember I just kept calling his dad to let him know, look, Andre is over here dead. And the dad would never answer the phone. So I called the niece and I said, tell your uncle Andre over here effing dead. And then about an hour later when he came, he said, what, my son? And I said, you killed him. I said, you killed him. I said, you wanted to show you had some sort of power over me. I said, you killed my baby. And I just remember trying to cut through the steps. And then her son grabbing me, my husband grabbing me, my nephew grabbing me. Like, I'm tired now, I'm tired. I said, yeah, you tired, go sit down. And I'll try to cut through there. She'll tell somebody to go get me. I was trying to go under the yellow tape. I remember running her son over with the car. Cause he wouldn't move and let me follow the morgue truck. They was taking him to the morgue. We came home. I came in Roger's room and I laid on the floor. And everybody came in here with me. And I remember Maurice wife, she said, I'm just so sorry. Cause we were really, I think we were sitting here, we were just quiet. Me and Shanova daughters, and Harmony, all those, we were just sitting in here. And she was like, I'm just so sorry. Even Michaela was in here. Nobody knew what to say. Nobody knew what to say. And Shanova always had something to say. She said, I ain't got nothing to say this time. She said, I don't know. And that was the first time she was like, I don't know. And then I don't know if I called people or people called me. I don't even know. Oh no. When I was going, I called Asia. And I was crying and I was screaming. And I think Asia already knew. So she tried to be Miss Calm. Then when she find out she screaming too, think I don't hear her screaming. It just was a lot of screams. It took me back to that day in that airport when they brought Roger around that corner in that casket. And it just so unbelievable. And I asked, I think that little boy had to be about 8 years old. He was telling me, he said, Andre didn't do nothing. Andre was just walking. I said, what you doing out here? I said, what you doing out here? And he answered me and said something. And I said, well, how you know what happened? He said, because I was right there. And I'm looking at him because you smaller than Harmony. My baby was on the steps dead. And I'm looking at this baby fussing at him about being outside. Then his friend tried to bring me his phone. I said, no, I told him to go give it to Andre. I said, no, get Andre his phone so he can call me. Go get Andre his phone. And he was like, Mom. I was like, no, give it to Andre. And then the little boy said that them babies turned around and when they picked my baby up and took him over there up them steps, they tried to perform CPR. And one of the ladies over there tried to perform CPR on him. The little boy said, Mom, he fought so hard. He said he fought. He said Andre spit out blood for about 15 minutes. And because that is the projects and they don't care nothing about us, they're doing gentrification. The police come when they want to. That same lady that performed CPR on Andre It's the same lady that ran in my house one night and told Andre, no, go out there, though. They out there for the shoot. And it was so crazy, the things your mind go to when you in situations like that. I could recount every person's face I seen and encounter I saw them have with Andre. I went back to when I told Roger I was gonna send Andre to Africa, and he was like, "No, when he get out of school, I'm gonna just bring him down here with me." I can remember. But Andre had to go. He was just like me. My friends had cars; they could come to me. His friends couldn't come to him, so he had to go where he could get somebody to cry with him, to find some kind of peace, to find some kind of comfort, and that's where he found it at. And the lady in the rental office said he was just walking. And she said every time she said, I looked at that video 9 times and I said, Andre, go down the back step. Please go down the back step. She said that was she kept telling him. She kept reminding like he was gonna hear her say, go down the back step. Said Andre, she said he was just walking, just minding his business. And that's when the stray bullet hit him in the chest.
Had nothing to do with him. It was just wrong place, wrong time.
Yep. Wrong place, wrong time.
Let me ask you this, Mika. Do you feel that, and I hate to ask you this question, but again, these are questions that I feel like the viewers is asking. Do you feel like I'm just gonna say, do you feel like the death of Roger overshadowed the death of your second son?
What you mean?
Like it was so much news broadcasting and so much news on Roger. Do you feel like it overshadowed Andre?
No.
Because you only got like maybe 1 or 2
That's all, because
news.
God knew that's all I could take.
Yes.
God knew I couldn't take them constantly talking about both of them.
Yep.
You got to remember, the first one's supposed to save the last one.
Exactly.
Who saves the superhero? Me, Roger, Asia, Demetrius, Isaac, all us attacking Andre. Like, no, man, this what happened when you do this, this what you happen when you do that. But when nobody saying, Rogers, you tired? You tired of putting on that cake for us? Nobody said that. And us as blacks, we do that so bad. We always try to say you love this one more than you love that one. No. I'm gonna have to love Roger a little harder today because Roger going through something a little worse.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to love Harmony different because she's a girl. No, it didn't overshadow. I wouldn't been able to take them talking about both of them at the same time. Andre was my baby. Like I told you, when I fell, Andre caught me. It's a clip I look at every night. You got Shanova right here. You got Andre right here. And he looking like I don't even know what to do. But he always knew what to do. He was 16. Roger was 23. I had got used to them talking about Roger to where I can deal with it. I have not even grieved Roger.
Exactly. Exactly.
I have not even grieved him. We ain't even talking about my 10-year-old daughter. This girl, every time I cry, she rubbing my back like she the mama. It's okay. Behind closed doors, we go through it. But you can't go through it where people see us because they going to put the wrong stigma on it.
Yep.
Andre death was worse than Roger. Andre was killed by a black man. His was worst. If you put a metaphor, your daddy killed you. Because that man was the same age as your daddy. He was old enough to be your daddy. He was supposed to teach you different. He was supposed to show you the way. They always said we standing on the shoulder of our ancestors. Andre's supposed to be standing on the shoulder of that grown man that was shooting at them children. His is way worse. Everything about Andre's death is just as worse as Roger. But God knew that I wouldn't be able to turn on the TV every minute seeing that. My baby can't see that every minute. Roger was her Mr. Make It Happen, as Asia say. But Andre was the one, when Roger died, he hiding up under her bed, grabbing her legs, scaring her. He gonna make her laugh when she wanna cry. God knew we wouldn't be able, that would have just been too much.
It
I
would have
used
been
to
too
tell
much,
Shanoa,
Mika.
put your hand right here. I'm telling you, it ain't me. Put your hand right here. I used to tell that all the time. She said, well, I feel it. I like, no, you don't. No, you don't. I don't feel it. It isn't me. We wouldn't have been able to take that. A lot of people that's holding me up are mothers, are fathers that don't get recognition. So to just throw that, that would have been horrible. So no. And believe it or not, I still had news people, they was contacting me. And I would tell them to just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
I'm glad you said that, Mika. I'm glad you said, I always say I gotta be a little transparent on my show. Tell it like it is.
No, that's fine.
Yes,
And I'm
I
glad.
literally had somebody message me.
Yeah.
I had somebody message me and just ask me that during the show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me ask her.
And I'm
Let me
glad they
ask her.
are asking questions instead of just assuming.
Yes.
Andre
Yes.
was the baby they told me I could never have. Roger was the baby that gave me a name. I didn't have a mama or dad. I had family, but I didn't have no mama or dad. I was on my own. When I started having my children, that when I started having love. My baby Roger taught me how to love. Andre taught me how to use the love. My older two children, they tell me all the time, "Mom, you soft." No, I'm not soft. I just learned different.
Exactly.
When you go around certain people and do certain things, you just learn different. You gonna have to change. You can't stay in those same shoes.
So the question that we have right now, hey Cynthia. Cynthia says, so has anyone been arrested for Andre's
They
murder?
arrested two 16-year-olds. Well, I think one is 16, the other one might be 17 or 18. I don't even know if they got the grown man that was in the apartment shooting or not. Because you got to remember, that's the projects. First thing they going to do, we kill each other. That's just like going to a shooting and you throw some drugs on the man. Once they get him and he got drugs on him, they ain't going to look for the right person.
Nope. They
The
got what
police,
they want. That's
yeah,
it.
the police, they're not doing their job. They're more scared of these kids than we are.
Exactly. Okay, we are about to go ahead and get into our tribute video. Okay. We're gonna get into our tribute video. Let me take the comments down. Let me take this off. Me and Jason got our little spiel, Mika. We got a little spiel that we do. You said that you got two people. They got two people locked up already. For Andre's death. The officer. What is going on with the officer for Roger's death?
So they arrested him, moved him to another county, and gave him a bond. So now he's out on bond.
He was fired.
Oh, he was fired, but they didn't take his credentials.
Hey, sugar pie. He said, "Oh shoot, this is my debut. This is my time to shine."
This is why this is so personal to me. That's why I said I'm glad that people inboxing you asking questions.
Yes.
This is why this is so personal.
And whose son was this?
This is my Reese baby. This is Caleb brother. This Trisenda
Caleb's baby.
grandbaby.
Okay. Okay. Hey, sugar pie. Hey. Look at him. Now we're
So
gonna go
he
ahead
can
and get
he can
into
still, with them not taking that, he can go to another county and still be a police.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Exactly. He can come up
So
here in
just because
Georgia.
they fired him, he can
Doesn't
still
mean they
go.
take away their license. Yeah.
Say that again.
He can
It
come to
doesn't take
Georgia.
away their license.
Yeah,
They
he
can
can come
go
to Georgia
wherever.
and get a job.
Yeah. He hasn't been convicted as of yet, so they've just fired him, so they can go and apply somewhere else. That's what happened to a lot of the policemen that have been charged lately, and
But
some of the feedback.
He had got, I think they say he had got in trouble a couple of weeks before he killed Roger for something similar to that. He had got in trouble, like they knew what this man. This man was in the military, so they can't even put that lack of training on him. You was in the military.
Wow.
So shout out London. London is London Foster. She's been in here rooting for her grandmama the whole time.
That's my baby. That's my first grandbaby.
Yeah,
That's your first grandbaby.
she's keeping it strong, telling you to be strong.
Yeah.
So
See, I told you the babies, these babies, if
So
we
Mika,
as
how many
adults,
children do you have?
I have 5 kids. I have 4 boys and 1 girl.
4 boys and 1 girl.
Yep.
Wow.
I have 4 boys and 1 girl.
All right. Well, we are about to get into the tribute video. I'm about to pull everybody down. Okay, Mika?
Okay.
I'm pull everybody down. Raven, I'm about to pull you down, girl. And we about to get into the tribute video. Raven, get your tissue together. Get your tissue together. Charlotte, I'm gonna pull you down too, girl. Get your tissue together. Jason, it's the 2 of us. It's time. Now I gotta say my little bit, and then you say yours. Okay? If you want to see this tribute, do not leave at this time because it's tribute time. I make this tribute a tribute, not this, but I make a tribute for every family that has came on to Peachy Tea Time. I have been doing Peachy Tea Time for 3 years now. So we have had a family almost every Wednesday that has came on. Majority of the time, every Wednesday. And I make a tribute. There's 2 reasons why I make this tribute. One for the family, of course, that they can keep all times, do whatever they want to do with it. Share it, give it to their friends, or just keep it to themselves. It's up to them. Then I also make it for families that still have open cases. A lot of the families that don't know exactly who did it, or the streets may be talking. We'll say that the streets may be talking. They know who did it, but nobody has been arrested. But we all know that can't nobody keep nothing a secret. People be pillow talking, all that. So I make these tributes for them so that they can wake up the next morning, because our show come on at nighttime. They can wake up the next morning and be like, I need to catch an Uber. I need to call my homegirl, my homeboy. I got to get to the police station right now because it's weighing in on my soul. And I got to tell somebody, this is what this dude told me, or this is what this girl told me. All right, so that's why I make the tributes. Now Jason gonna put his little twist on it. Go ahead, Jason, do your thing.
So I mean, we lost a king and a prince. You know,
Yes.
in the thought of this, right?
Yep.
Someone that was developed and in the developing process to be the matriarch of this family.
Exactly.
You know, the mother said broke curses, gave to the family, showed a new path for the young ones, and just answering the door from fear and stupidity took this young man's life. I don't understand why we continue as a society allowing people to have a badge of sorts, to have such power of sorts, to walk around and deem that they can take from this earth the way that they do. You shall not have this type of fear in your heart if you're going to do a job like that. It's for the fearless.
Exactly.
The protect is you shall not have fear when you protect, because God protects you. Right? That's the law of it. That's the word. That's how it's built. And for a random bullet to take a prince is my heart goes out to that, because he saw that young man saw what a future could be through his brother's eyes. Through looking at his brother. So he said I got an opportunity. There's possibility for me to be great too, because my brother's already doing it for me. You feel me? I don't have much to say. My heart goes out to you, Queen. My heart goes out to you, Mika. It surely does. There is just hearing from you this whole time. The message is a lot bigger and a lot clearer, and you've been downloaded with what that message is, and you're such a strong woman. I'm grateful to be sitting here with you and listening to your strength and vulnerability. So I thank you.
All right. Well, Jason, another tribute video. Here we go.
We have walked with Senior Airman Fortson as far as we can on this side, but we will meet again, and until then, I'm confident he is in heaven uplifting souls, bringing joy and shine to the skies.
All I hear is raindrops falling from a rooftop. Oh, baby, tell me why'd you have to go? 'Cause this pain I feel, it won't go away. And today I'm officially missing you. I thought that from this heartache I could escape, but I've run it long enough to know there ain't no way. And today I'm officially missing you. Ooh, can nobody do me like you? I said every little thing you do. Hey baby, say it stays on my mind. And I officially, it's official. Ooh, you know that I'm missing you, yeah, yeah, yeah. All I hear is raindrops. Ooh, yeah. And I'm officially missing you.
All right, Jason. We gotta bring up Charlotte too. All right, Jason and Charlotte. Another tribute have been created. Let's start with Charlotte.
Just a beautiful family. I cannot imagine the pain that she's going through. mom is so strong, and just thankful for her coming on and telling her story, just the way that she was able to about her two sons. I, as a parent, as a mom, a boy, I
Yes.
couldn't only imagine. That's just
Mhm.
something so traumatic, and especially, just within months of each other, and just senseless murders, senselessly being taken from you. And again, shout out to Ben Crump, just always, always, always come in to help out our community, to help out, with people who are in need of some help through this logistics, judicial system that just, takes over, because without him, no telling, especially in that small town, there's so many places in Florida that are still just so embedded in hatred and racism.
Yes.
And she probably, without his help, she probably wouldn't have even gotten as far as she has gotten. So, not sure where the military steps in or anything else, but I do know, shout out to Ben Crump and the youngest brother, just as a family, just stay grounded and surrounding each other. And I'm gonna, when mom comes up, just asking if she can, make sure she talks to someone, seek some professional assistance, because I know that's got to be a lot.
And it's funny that you say that, Charlotte, because Mika does some type of counseling and therapist and all that, and she'll explain that when she come up. But I asked her, I said, we have a counselor that comes up on PGT time. I said, but if you don't want her to come up, let me know, and I'll let her know to sit out this one. And she said her exact words was, sometimes we need somebody to talk to too. She said, I
Regardless of what you're
respect.
going through,
Yeah,
but
she said, I
definitely.
respect what you got going on over there at PGC time. She said, please bring her up. She said, because maybe she could say some things to me that, she may not be thinking to herself. You know what I'm saying? And so Jason, what you got to say about the video?
Handsome young man.
Handsome, yes.
And I really believe you highlight a lot of the great features and moments. You showcase the love that is the bond that is between the parent and child, especially in this one. There's just a beautiful highlight of that. So I think you did a great display. Like every single time these come up, they get harder and harder, man. They get harder and harder because, gosh, I can remember when I was 23, I had not an issue or worry in the world. I remember at
Exactly.
16, I lived
And
in the
he was
hood.
from the D.
I
He
lived
from
in the hood,
Detroit.
that part, and a lot of that is tough. And I want to just say my heart goes out. I continue to, and I will continue to pray for you and your family.
Exactly. So Cynthia said, Mika and family, thank you so much for sharing your stories with us. I pray that God brings love, peace, and strength to you all. So we're gonna bring them back up. There you go. Go throw them hearts. Throw the, I saw you, Mika. Throw them hearts, baby. We
Thank
all
you,
doing
Miss
hearts
Cynthia.
tonight.
Thank you.
Yes. Um,
Um,
Marquavius.
Jason,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
Jason, thank you.
Yeah,
I heard what you said about the tribute. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Because
You're
that's
welcome.
that's all we had and somebody saw it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Wow. So Marquavius said Roger and Dre was nothing but anointed, immaculate
Wow.
and extravagant, rest peacefully cousins.
That's my driver, y'all.
That's your driver? You got
Everywhere
a
I went,
driver?
but everywhere I went, I used to call Marquavius and be like, I gotta go to Roy, I gotta go to Texas. Every time I called him, he took me.
Uh, Thank you, Marquavius. Keep doing your job. Keep it going. Keep it going. Now we got Alita. Alita. What? How you pronounce it?
You just said it. Second one.
Alita.
Later.
Okay, Alita. I remember her from last show. Alita says, I encourage mom to reach out to survivor outreach services through the military. They are another resource that can assist mom and family through these tough times. Prayers go out to mom and family during these tough times. Cynthia said that was a beautiful tribute. Had me in tears.
Yes.
Kiki! Kiki said heart. Heart, baby. Heart. We doing that heart tonight, baby.
That's my
Thank
makeup
you.
artist for my wedding.
Yeah, Mika got it going on.
I
Okay,
know.
Mika got it going on.
You
Now,
think
Mika,
you're
I'm
not
happy you
loved, and
said
this
that.
show you how many people love you.
There it is, right
Exactly,
there.
exactly. I'm
It's
so
amazing.
happy that you said that because I definitely did not want to forget about it. Now, Mika, okay, Mika, I gotta tell it like it was. I gotta tell it like it was. So I'm doing my research and I'm just looking through this phone of mine, this little iPhone, and I'm just looking at extra stuff. And then I just wrote to Mika and I said, wait, didn't I, Mika?
Yeah.
I said, wait, hold on. Mika, you just got married. And Mika said, yes. She said, yes, I just got married. And I said, Mika, oh my gosh. So Mika got married after her sons was murdered. And then your nephew walked you down the aisle.
Yes.
Please tell us a little bit more about that before we get out of here tonight.
So my nephew, that's the nephew. I used to be in elementary. I go to school, fight the son to get kicked out of school. 'Cause I want to be at home with my nephew. I went in the living room. That's actually Michaela's dad. So I went in the
Okay.
living room with my sister when she had him. So everybody be like, he my favorite. I don't even care no more. Yes, he is. Cause he bad like me. He gonna tell you. You might not like how he gonna tell it, but he gonna tell you. So
But Mika said, I don't even care no more. Yes, he is.
so the wedding happened because all of them, Shanova, Asia, all of them, they like, well, we gonna because we've been planning this wedding for like 3 years.
Okay.
Me and Roger and them had a dance, everything. Maurice was like, well, me and you'll do the dance. What he want to do? All of them, well, we'll put these dresses on and walk up and down the street. They was like, no, this wedding is gonna happen. And I said to them, they gave me their happiness. They sacrificed, like, you know how you give somebody a piece of candy?
Mhm.
That's how simple and how effortlessly they gave me their happiness. They put that wedding together in like probably a week or two.
Mm.
I had everything wrote out, but remember I had it wrote out with my kids. So we had to reconstruct everything.
Wow.
We had to reconstruct everything. And the only part that I missed out on was Raven. Because Raven kept saying, I just started a new job. I ain't gonna be able to make it. Let me tell you something. Raven is my baby. She a girl, Raven, go pull that thing down right there. I don't care. Because y'all love me. This is about
Exactly.
love. All y'all gonna be in there. Me and my Reese was out there crying like he was father of the bride. But they gave me their happiness and it pushed me through it.
Exactly.
And then I got up there and I saw my babies, one on each side. And Shanova auntie always said, front and back, front and back. And they had my front and back.
Amazing.
They had my front and back. Those, man, the people that's really here with me,
Mm-hmm.
that sees the tears, sees the days. I had to go do they plat Saturday, all last week and this week. This the most I have gotten out of bed because Like you said, I didn't meet you first. I met your son and your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So I was not going to miss this. I wasn't gonna miss this. But I did have a little setback because that was a lot for me. That was a lot. It
Yeah.
wasn't school pictures. It wasn't picking out of college. I had to go put my kid's name on a cemetery plate. That was a lot. And you just put on there, I love you, mama.
Mhm.
You didn't even know. You didn't even know that. That's the discussion me and you didn't have. Yeah, that's the way, and that's why you see London. That's my twin. Grandma, you got this beach girl. Cause they not used to seeing their grandmama like this. She the
Yeah.
toughest one. Don't touch her grandchildren, her children. Don't touch her family. That's what they always see. They never seen me depleted like this. And I
So
told them, I'm trying. I said, baby, my mama trying to come back. I tell Roger Andre every day, I'm trying. It's a video where Andre said, if you cry tears, cry. Oh, we did something called Hot Rod Day on July the 14th. And his was, mama, if you cry, cry happy tears. This was July the 14th. My baby got killed July the 30th.
Mm. Mm.
So
every day is a new day. You just one day at a time. Take your time. Grief has no end date. You take your time and you know, those are your children.
yeah.
You are entitled to feel, you're entitled to go through. So you take your time and do what's best for you and take care of you. Do things that you like to do. Start finding little itty bitty things. I can tell already you smile at just the thoughts of them. So keep doing those little itty
Mhm.
bitty things, taking journal notes, just having those conversations with them.
Yes,
Exactly.
we talk a lot.
Amen.
we
You
we talk
should.
we talk a lot.
I think your granddaughter said they're here with you. She
Yeah,
said they're here with us. So
they spirit is real strong.
yes.
It's real strong.
Amazing. Amazing.
They
Well, we
were.
are about to get out of here. We have came to the end of the show. Mika, I thank you so much, but we
Thank
ain't
you too.
done. We
This
ain't
the
done.
platform that counts. You know that, right? This is our platform. We
Exactly.
got channel 2, channel 5, and all them. I don't take that from them, but this the platform that count. Because a lot
Yeah.
of them, they have been distorted. Once they get
Yep.
to a certain level, they distort them. But this is
Mika, I
live,
told you.
and people can
I
hear my true heart.
I don't know if you remember, but I told you. I said I don't get paid through YouTube for this because of the verbiage that I use.
Oh,
Murdered, suicide, killed, all that. They don't want you to say that type of stuff.
right.
But I don't care. I don't care because I feel like God put me on this path. And I told you this. God put me on this path. So God gonna make sure I'm good. I'm okay. But again, there she go. Again, y'all, I just I don't know how to explain it. I love what I do. I hate that the families got to come on here and express what has happened to them. I really don't like that. But at the same time, God, they're gone. So therefore, let me spread this awareness. Let me help another family.
And see,
Maybe it's something that I can say.
for me, it's like that with me.
Yes. Maybe it's
When I
something.
see somebody with their kids,
Mhm.
I'm like, God, show me to do something so this baby don't go through what Roger went through, don't go through what Andre went through, or this mama don't go through what me and my kids went through. That's how
Ba-
it is with me. I don't want nobody to go through that. I don't even like people to
baby,
say I
I
can't
told y'all.
imagine. I tell the people take that word imagine out that sentence. Don't even want
Hmm.
to imagine this.
Baby, I told y'all. She came out that stove with Kirsten. She had Trey. She had Trey. But she sure had Kirsten, which is my youngest baby. And she was like, who baby is this? She was on it. Do you hear me? She was on it. And I thank you for that, Mika. I thank you. I really, really do. I thank you for coming on the PGT time.
You're
I
welcome.
thank you over and over and over again. Because what you have went through, I have not went through. I have
And you're
not
not
went
gonna
through it.
go through it. That's why God gave you this
Thank you.
so you don't go through it. Cause
Thank you.
you played a big part in it too. Cause you could have said, "Why you got your hand on my child? That's my baby." But you didn't say that. You said, "Oh,
Mm-mm.
that's my baby. We're passing out flyers for my event," and you said it in such a calm voice.
Thank you.
You said it so calmly.
Yep.
Cause your son, he had on read the whole flyer to me. He read this, my mama doing this, and this my sister. I said, "Okay, where your mama at though? Why you in here? Where your mama at?"
And I didn't know that, y'all. I did not know anything about Trey until she's saying it right now.
Yeah, he read it to me, and
Your
then
cheerleaders.
and of course,
Exactly.
age, they looking like, oh my God, she don't put her hand on these folks.
I like what my baby done did. Did she do anything wrong?
She had did nothing wrong. She had
Yep,
did
she
nothing
sure
wrong.
did say that.
They gave me the flyers. That's what they
But I
did.
thank you so much, Mika.
Thank you.
We have came to the end of the show. We are going to play the tribute again once we end out. But one thing Mika didn't know. I hate to spring this on you now, but don't worry about it, the girl. Don't even worry about it. We always let our guests end the show. We all come down and you be the only one on there. But I tell you what to say. Well, I don't tell you what to say, but I tell you the question that we're gonna
Okay.
ask. I tell you that,
Okay.
and then you get a chance to answer it. So, with
Okay, y'all
that
know I'm
being
long
said,
winded.
it looks it's okay. It is your what I tell you. My platform turns into your platform. So don't even worry about that. But before we go, we gotta go through everybody else. So Raven,
Yes,
is
ma'am.
there anything that you want to say now that we have came to the end of the show? Is there anything that you want to say that it's been in your spirit? And baby, you got to get it out. Is there anything
Um,
that you want to say at this time?
just everybody love your family because you never know,
Yes,
Yes.
off the randomest occurrence that you never thought would happen.
that's
Like
right.
Monday, they might not be here.
That's right, Ray Pooh. I
Yes.
love you.
Raven, I'ma add something else to that. You said love on your family. Check on your family. I'ma add that. Check on your family, y'all. And I tell y'all that a lot over here on PGT Time. If it's somebody that you ain't heard from in a long time, or somebody done said something and then your mind like, oh my gosh, that reminds me of such and such. Check on them. Check on them. It don't take nothing but a heart. Nothing. I was about to say, but a heartbeat. It don't take nothing just to pick up that phone and say, "Let me call Ray. Let me call Junebug. Let me call Lele, and just make sure they okay. Make sure they are okay. These are your family members, even if you don't like them. I'm gonna say it. Even if you don't like them, they get on your nerves, but you grew up with them. Mika, quit laughing. But you grew up with them. Check on them. They probably get on your nerves. But if something happened to them unexpectedly, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I should have highlighted at them. I should have checked on them. So check on your peoples. Love on your peoples. Do that. Now Mika gonna come back up. Raven, I'm gonna bring you down. Raven, I want you to stay on until I end the broadcast so that I can talk to you just for a couple seconds, okay?
Okay.
All right. Charlotte, you on mute. Look, you on mute.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Charlotte. This is like one of the biggest shows here on PGT Time that the story was actually this nationwide. So, what do you want to say?
When
To
you
all
sent the
the family
clip this when you sent the clip this afternoon, well this morning, I immediately started praying just for the words, just to be able to
baby, I
there
pray
are
too.
no words, but just to be able some comfort and peace,
Mhm.
tranquility, just finding some kind of words to be able to give mom, just to keep pushing on, to keep moving on. It's our God is a good God,
Yes.
and things happen to us. I can't give you a reason why or how or when or what, but I do know it's not for nothing. I know that eventually, you'll see some peace, some serenity somewhere. And I just want you to just keep striving and holding on, and all this joy that you keep getting, this new love that you found, you know,
Yes. We
you
love
know.
you, Mika.
Okay.
I love
This new
y'all too.
love that you found, just embrace it and hold on to this family that you've created around you. They're special. And so, God takes away, but he gives as well. So it's just those
Exactly.
small little itty bitty things that we have to hold on to. And
Yeah.
remembering that again, you know how you see clippings, you hear the news, but to be able to actually put the faces to actually
Yep.
speak with you, that's a totally. And I'm a Keller Road baby, born raised Keller Road through and through, so I know I know the
Y'all
feeling.
just
I just I feel you. We at home. This this us. We peaches. We
Yeah,
peaches.
we
So I
there.
feel you. I feel your pain. I do. I know how I love on mine. I beat up on him, but I love on mine
Yep.
just the same. So mom, just take care. Get you some rest when you need it. Get you that time that you need to cry, but also do some good things for yourself. Take you some long walks, feel that sunshine, just making sure that you take those breaths when you need them. Okay.
I be
Take
feeling so
care of you.
guilty though.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Let me tell you, that's the trick of the enemy. That's the trick of the enemy. It's had nothing to do with you. This wasn't anything. As you said, your sons, not just one, but your sons were a blessing to
Yeah.
you. And for whatever time God gave them to us, that was the time that was allotted. But it had nothing to do with you. It was his will.
Mm-mm.
It was his
Yeah.
will. And so you just know that, they were given to you as a gift and they gave.
Yes.
Exactly. All
Amen.
right. Well, Charlotte, we're gonna pull you down. And please do not leave until after the broadcast so we can talk to the family. All right, Jackson, where all
Yo,
began. Where all began. Just me and you.
Mika,
Jason, what you got to say?
I love you. I mean,
Mm.
like, I
Love
really,
you too.
my heart pours out to all of you. Harmony, Kayla, we send love all y'all way. I know it's hard to not have these people, these pieces to the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all put puzzles together, right? We've done that
Right.
before. And when you lose those puzzle pieces, it's like,
Clothes
damn,
never the same.
it ain't never the same. That 1,000, 10,000 piece puzzle ain't gonna look right because it's missing the middle pieces.
Right.
But Ro, Dre, keep saying their names. I don't know
Yeah.
what y'all call them, but my heart said Ro and Dre.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I feel. But whatever names y'all call them, regardless, it's Roger, Andre, continue to say their names. Continue to say their names.
Yep.
continue to say their names.
Yep.
That is a must. That is a plus. That always will help. And I know that you guys will, and I know that you do already. I see the pictures behind you.
This is museum. I made my
Right,
baby his
right.
own museum. My baby did too much
That
Yeah.
part.
for me. I recognize my own baby. I don't need to. I don't need them to do that. I just need them to save us. But made my baby his own museum.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Thank you so much.
I do. And just again, my heart goes out to you guys. I love you all, and thank you for being vulnerable and being here with us tonight.
Thank y'all for allowing me.
Girl, it's just me and you. Me, you, Harmony, and Kayla. How it all began. All right, Mika. First and foremost, again, my condolences.
Thank you.
I thank you for trusting me with both your son's story. But most importantly, I want to say you are a strong woman. I've had a mother on that's like my sister, and she's my friend. And I remember when it would just be me and her, nobody else around, nobody listening. And she would say, I'm tired of being strong.
Yeah, I am.
I'm tired of people saying,
Yeah.
oh, you're such a strong woman.
Yeah.
And all that. She would tell me that all the time. She lost 2 kids to gun violence, one at 12 and one at 26, if I'm not mistaken. And she would say, I'm tired of being strong. But like I tell her, and like I'm going to tell you tonight, I understand that you're tired of being strong. But one thing I know for sure, 2 things for certain. You ain't tired of spreading awareness and keeping your baby's name alive. And over here at PGT time, those are the 2 things that we help do.
Thank you.
Spread the awareness and keep your kid's name alive.
Thank you
You
so
are
much.
always welcome to come back on PGT time. Even if it's just to shoot the breeze with me and show, give your commentary on other news broadcasting clips. If you feel like it's just so much going on in my head, I need to get away. I got you. Come on here. We could talk about whatever you want to talk about. We're here. But I love you. I pray for you. Pray for your family.
Thank you.
I got a son.
Yes.
I don't got 2 sons, but I got 1. And I pray for him all the time.
Without ceasing.
Yes. Like, I never know what's going to happen.
Right.
But I know I got God.
Yeah.
And you had God. But at the end of the day, Mika, no matter how you look at it, God had another place for them.
Yeah.
They ain't got to worry no more. No more about this horrible world that me, my kids, my husband, my mama, my daddy, Harmony, Kayla, Maurice got to ever worry about.
Right, right.
They came, they did their purpose,
Yeah.
and God said it was time. It may not been the way that we expected God to take them away.
Yeah.
Because we know the awesome God that we serve. But we also know, Mika, Kayla and Harmony may not know. But Mika, me and you know that that the devil still take care of his own.
He do.
He's
He
still
do.
just as powerful as God.
Yeah. He do.
So we may not be able to sit here and say, oh, God took your sons away from you. Because we know the devil do what he's supposed to do too.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, no matter how we look at it, they never have to worry like we got to worry.
Right.
At
Right.
this time.
Yeah.
I love you. And
Love you
again,
too.
you are going to end the show tonight, baby. And here on PGT Time, we dig down deep.
Mm.
We dig down deep. So for you to end the show, there's two people that I want you to talk to tonight. That is the officer that killed Senior Airman Roger
Fortson.
and the streets that killed our own kind that killed Andre. I want you to talk to them. When you get done, I need you to put that church finger up. Like you in church back in the day. Put that finger up, girl. Put that finger up. We will go into the tribute again, and then we will go into our outro. And I would like for you to stick around just for about 2 minutes, if that, after I end the broadcast, so I can say a little something to you. Okay?
Okay.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to PGT Time. I know we went a little over our time, but if you know, like I know, I do not rush our families. I do not rush them. Now, you come on a Monday and Friday, I'm going to rush you off the show. But as our families, I never rush you because you just don't know when these families will be able to give their opinion, their voices, talk for their kids, or say anything again after PTC time. So, all right, Mika, it's your time to shine, girl. Here we go. Bye. I see y'all on Friday. Mika, don't forget to put that finger up.
Okay.
All right.
First, I'm gonna address Eddie Durham. Like I said, I felt like you assassinated my baby. I felt like you knew you were gonna kill him because of the legal term and tactics and the way you guys had those loopholes to get through everything. Your peers can't say that. But what I will tell you is you didn't know that you was killing a soldier's child. Roger was in the United States Air Force. I am in the Army of the Lord. And the first thing that came to my mind wasn't to kill you. The first thing came to my mind was to call my pastor for prayer. That's what me, you, and your conspirators, that's what we different at. I called on God. And he heard my cry. When you killed my child, you told several lies. You said his eyes scared you. You said you didn't know if you was going to go home to your family. Well, now that that body cam is out and your family sees that video, I wonder if you sleep at night. I wonder if you kiss your family with the same mouth that you spewed those lies with. I wonder if you ever think about the pain you caused this country. I wonder, do you ever think about the successful missions that Senior Airman Roger Fortson did? I wonder if you think about the way you were manipulated by the devil. It goes to show that you were not smart. You were not in control. You didn't do nothing but kill that shell. You gave a 23-year-old son, my son, that came from a nobody. You gave a 23-year-old a legacy that will last a lifetime. And I want to thank you for that. Thank you for his legacy. But your kids are always going to remember you as the man that killed the innocent person. It took many years before the lady that got Emmett Till killed to be held accountable. So you're gonna, if they don't take you to jail, you're still gonna have your day amongst your peers. Everybody has a day, and you're gonna have yours. Now to the streets. This is so personal. This is from my heart because Andre was my baby. And everybody have a lot of opinions, but everybody will tell you, I don't care. That was my child. If I, as his mother, can say, stop putting people in jail, it's not helping them, it's not rehabilitating them, it's time to stop. Putting them kids in jail, that's not helping them. Them kids walked into something they didn't know nothing about. Them kids never stood a chance. Them kids was born in an era where crack burnt out their parents' brain. Not saying that the people who killed Andre's parents was on crack, but these kids do not stand a chance today because we keep trying to implement what we want on our kids. We try to implement our hate on these kids. No, we can't do that. Let these kids love how they love. Stop trying to push all this material stuff on them because I'm in the hood. The kids not even buying material stuff no more. Kids, y'all say stay woke. Wake up. Wake up. You not woke. Wake up. Put the gun down. That was my baby that was killed. I don't want to come and kill none of y'all. I don't want nobody to come kill nobody. The justice for Andre would be no more of us killing each other. I'ma kill you. He gonna kill me. You gonna kill my brother, my cousin. It's gonna keep going. Ain't nobody winning. One thing I said, and I'm gonna continue to say it, Black people have always had the fear of God, the love of God, and the faith of God. It's no reason for us to be killing each other. God's greatest commandment is love. They said love conquers all. That's how you know the love is real. You know the love is fake. Let's stop killing each other. If you have to stay away for a couple of years or whatever, then that's what you do. But as far as keep killing each other, we have to stop. We have to stop. Because Andre wasn't just my child. Roger wasn't just my child. Roger was every female that was born with a uterus that has a menstrual cycle child. Even a barren woman. Roger was her child. Andre was her child. Stop sending us condolences and tell us you understand our pain and you're going to try to change. And when you see that man trying to change, don't think it's an opportunity to kill him because it's not. It is not. Don't put your mama in my shoes. I have one in prison and I got two in the grave. So don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about because I do. Stop it. Stop it. They said all the bullies are in the cemetery. And it's going to always be somebody better than you. Just please stop it. If you need to, you can inbox me personally. I have no problem with replying to you if I see it. But just stop it. I'm telling you, they make you think it's hard, but it's not. It's easier said than done. It's so easy. Just know I don't know you. I don't know your mama. I don't know your situation. But my love is real. And I thank God for the type of heart that he gave me. Because I never knew that we'll be in days like this. As you go to sleep, whatever you're going to do tonight, think about how important you are. Think about how important it is to not allow someone to trick you off of the streets. Think about that little sister, little cousin, auntie. Somebody is watching you. Somebody is needing you. You're so valuable and priceless. I promise you, you are. I promise you. My sons would have never thought that they would have had this much love. So just know we love you. It's sad that we have to wait until we have to do a GoFundMe to let you know how much we love you, but we love you. We don't even know you and we love you. Because that's how we're built. On that note, I'm going to tell you guys good night. Love on your mama, love on your children. A mama and child can never be separated. You can disagree, but you can never be separated. Because I sure ran my children crazy. And they still chose me. Good night. I love y'all. And peace be unto you.
We have walked with Senior Airman Fortson as far as we can on this side. But we will meet again. And until then, I'm confident he is in heaven uplifting souls, bringing joy and shine to the skies.
All I hear is raindrops falling from the rooftop. Oh, baby, tell me why'd you have to go? 'Cause this pain I feel it won't go away. And today I'm officially missing you. I thought that from this heartache I could escape, but I've run it long enough to know there ain't no way. And today I'm officially missing you. Ooh, can nobody do me like you? I said every little thing you do. Hey baby, say it stays on my mind. And officially, it's official. Ooh, you know that I'm missing you, yeah, yeah, yeah. All I hear is raindrops. Ooh, yeah, and I'm officially missing you.
PG time.